Andrea, and I'm here with Juping Hodge, owner and tea master at Seven Cups Tea House. Welcome to Tucson and our video podcast. Today's topic is based on a question that we frequently get: how to brew tea and what teaware to select. So we have several different teaware options, and so we're going to share that with you today. So Juping, tell us a little bit about the teaware that we have today.
So teaware you see here, that's Chinese use mostly every day. This is a conventional teaware, porcelain pot, glass cup. Because those teaware, it's easy to wash out the flavor, so they won't affect each other.
So when you're brewing in glass and porcelain, nothing will leach into your tea and you'll have that pure flavor of the tea.
Exactly. This is a famous teapot named the Yixing pot.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Yeah, this arts, all handmade mostly. Yixing ware we used a lot for the oolong tea, pu'er tea, black tea.
Okay.
This is a traditional cup named the Gaiwan. Gai means lead. Wan means this bowl. Also have other part. This is a little saucer. Can help put the Gaiwan on the table more stable, and also can keep won't mix up the table by spill the water. Also can protect your finger when you hold the cup, won't burn it. This lid can help sweep the leaves go back. Also can help us to stirring the tea, make the flavor even and better. Also can cover the fragrance.
Now, a Gaiwan's made out of porcelain, so is it correct that you can also use any tea?
Any kinds of tea to use for Gaiwan. Gaiwan can be individual service. Also, you can make the tea, share the tea with the friends. Use Gaiwan, pour into the pitcher, then share the tea with the friends.
Well, we're going to go ahead and brew some tea now. We'll begin with the conventional glass.
Okay, this is a conventional teaware here. You can see glass cup, porcelain pot, glass pot too here. So this conventional teaware you can use for any kinds of tea. Usually we like use glass teaware to make the green tea, so we can appreciate the beautiful green tea leaves and tea color. Use a conventional pot to make the tea very simple. You just need to know how much tea you need to pour in. Usually, the tea we pour in around 4 grams. If you like stronger, you can pour a little bit more. If you like a lighter taste, but I still suggest you must be pour 3 grams of your tea. Then you also need to know what temperature you should pour in. For make example, green tea, you only pour the hot water, which around 140 to 180 degrees temperature of your water. But if you want to make oolong tea or pu'er tea, black tea, after you pour the tea leaves in, you just right away pour your boiling water to make your tea. Then how long you infuse your tea depends how strong the taste you want. Usually around 2 minutes. So make example, we use a glass, which is most Chinese service, individual service. They like to use glass to make the tea. So I pour the tea, which I make example for green tea. I still pour about 3 or 4 grams of green tea into the glass cup. Then I got waiting for a few minutes. Let the boiling water's temperature down to the 160 degrees. Then I just go straight, pour the water in. Very simple. In the beginning, you will say the tea leaves were floating on the surface of water. Don't worry about that, because in the beginning, the tea leaves very dry, very light, especially the tea made from the tea buds. Inside there are lots of iron. Will make the tea very light, easy to floating on the surface of water. But from the second part, mostly tea buds will drop down to the bottom of your cup, so won't bother your mouth too much. But by the way, we can say the beautiful tea buds move. We also can say check the tea color. The tea color for the green tea must be green, never turn to brown. So glass, pot, and the cup, it's convenient for us to make the tea and appreciate the beautiful tea leaves, and easy to check the tea quality too.
It's very easy to use a conventional glass or porcelain pot, but now we're going to see how to brew it with a Gaiwan pot.
Gaiwan made from the porcelain. You can use the Gaiwan to make any kinds of tea, but the most popular we like to make for green and jasmine tea. So now I show you how to use the Gaiwan to brew in the green tea. Open the lid. Pour about 3 or 4 grams tea leaves. Green tea, you only need to use 140 to 180 degrees about your water's temperature. So after you boil in the water, we suggest you waiting for 3 or 5 minutes to cooling down the temperature for your water. Then you just pour water inside around the circle. Then you can see the tea leaves moving, dancing. For the high quality green tea, usually we don't use a lid to completely cover it. We like to have some opening because we don't want to over steam the high quality green tea. Green tea usually infuse about 1 to 2 minutes. Jasmine tea is same thing, also about 1 to 2 minutes. But the jasmine tea, we like to use hotter water than you use for the green tea. So after you brewing about over 1 minute, you can start to stirring your tea water. Use the lids to stirring. Then you can say all the tea leaves or tea buds will move. We call it tea dancing. So then you can check how's your tea's grades, what your tea, the look when it grow on the bush. Because after the tea got wet, the look just exactly like tea grow on the bush. So before you drink, you stirring it, make the taste even. If you don't stirring, you can imagine on the top taste will be light, on the bottom taste will be too strong. So usually, when we drink it, we hold the cup like this, with the Gaiwan's bottom. Then you use lid to stirring the tea, make the taste even in the whole cups. Then use lids, sweep back the tea leaves, make some opening here. Then you drink like this. Gaiwan can be individual service. Also, you can share the tea with the friends from the Gaiwan. You can pour the tea into the pitcher. So before you pour the tea into the pitcher, share the tea with the friends. You stir in the tea in the Gaiwan, then pour the tea into a pitcher like this. Then you pour the tea into the little cups or cup. Share the tea with your friends.
So brewing with the Gaiwan is really easy.
Yes.
And then you can appreciate the aroma.
And look at the water. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Check the tea leaves, because after tea leaves becomes wet, just looks like grew on the bush. It's very beautiful.
Very beautiful. I really recommend, if you've never tried brewing in a Gaiwan, to try it, because it's just beautiful and a great tea experience. But now we're going to brew the famous and traditional
Show you how to
Yixing.
use the Yixing teapot to brew in the oolong tea. First, warm up the pot. By the way, you can use this hot boiling water to wash your cups. With this named tea funnel, we put a top of the Yixing pot to protect, won't spill your tea leaves when you pour the tea leaves in. Usually, we like pour about 4 grams. Like this very round shape, vertens, this type of oolong tea, which like Taiwanese oolong tea or Anxi oolong tea, usually pour half tablespoon. If you like smell the fragrance, now you can shake a little bit, then you can smell the dry tea leaves fragrance. Then pour the hot water outside of Yixing pot, then go inside, fill up, cover it, pour a little bit hot water on the top. Keep this pot very hot. You can do this if it's convenient. You have a tea saucer under the pot. If you don't have, that's okay. Just make sure must be use boiling water to make your oolong tea. If you don't want to have too much caffeine to affect you, so you can throw out the first part after you brewing over 1 minute. So there are over half the caffeine will throw out by the you dump out the first part. So you can drink from the second part. So we can just throw out the first part here. I have this tea table, so under my table I have some bottle hold extra water. So if you don't have, you just dump out to a sink. Now let's make the second part. Still pour the water outside of the Yixing pot, then go inside. Same again, if you don't have the tea tray or tea saucer under your pot, you can just go straight pour the water inside of your Yixing pot. When waiting for the tea flavor comes out, we can same time to wash out the little cups. So usually oolong tea infuse about 1 or 2 minutes. If somebody like a light taste, even they only infuse half a minute, because oolong tea's flavor comes out very fast, very easy water soluble. Then you can pour the tea go straight into your little cups. If you have a bigger cup, you can all pour out. After you finish this part of tea, then you can use the same tea leaves to infuse many times. Usually you say the small size part we like to use for the oolong tea. If you want to do the pu'er tea or black tea, you can use this larger, the Yixing part.
So why do we use these small cups?
Chinese use these small cups because we can appreciate the different taste from the different part. We share the tea with friends, easy to finish, to sharing from the little cups. Then we can make the next part to try the different taste.
Excellent, beautiful. Well, we hope that you enjoy watching brewing in different teaware. Now, different teas will require different waters and amount of tea, so please visit us at 7cups.com in the tea culture section where we give guidelines on how to brew our specific teas.
Yes.
And until next time, we offer you good health and fine tea. We welcome your questions and comments, so please visit us at 7cups.com and we will answer any questions you have about tea and tea culture.